Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. So I recently had to do a brake job on one of my trucks, and I always bled brakes the traditional method, and I wanted to try something new. I guess I wanted to try one of these pneumatic brake bleeders to see if they actually work or not. Now there's mixed reviews on this type of product. This thing was about $32 from Harbor Freight. It's a Pittsburgh brand, and what you see here is basically what you get. There's a couple more of these fittings. I don't have them laid out here. I think it comes with 4, like what's listed on the box there. So does it work? It works as intended. However, I could not get it to not pull air. So it's got this rubber fitting, this rubber's fairly supple too. So it fit, nicely over a bleeder, but I couldn't get it to not pull air. Now I put a dab of grease around the bleeder to this thing, and I also removed the bleeder, put some grease around the threads, to try to eliminate that possibility for air entrance as well. And no matter what I did, I couldn't get it to work. It pulled fluid. I had the fluid that was in the truck was terrible. It was old, whatever, real dark, and I know. This was really dark in the bottom of this thing. It pulled the fluid from the master cylinder. It did that without issue. However, there was air constantly in the line. So I don't know if it was coming in from here or possibly from the threads of the bleeder screw itself. I'm not sure. But no matter what I did, it didn't work well for me. It moved fluid. It pulled the fluid through. It extracted the fluid, but it would not do it without getting air in there. The fill bottle that it comes with, that worked fine. Now, this thing's relatively tall. It's about 1 foot tall. It's got a little valve here, and it's got a threaded end that fits these adapters. These thread right on that end, and then they're different sizes for different size master cylinders. You just dunk it right in the top of the master cylinder, open the valve, and it keeps it full while you're bleeding. So that worked great. I had no issue with that, but I still had to go. I tried all 4 corners with this thing. I still had to go back to the traditional method to get my brakes bled. So I just use this thing as a catch can. I put this on the bleeder, crack the bleeder, and let it run through the hose into the can. That worked great as well. But for $30, $32, it is what it is. You can use it for other things. You can use it to evacuate old brake fluid from a master cylinder. You can use it for oil on a sump. You could probably use it for hydraulic oil or whatever. So, handy to have around the shop for $30, but would I recommend it for bleeding brakes? No, I would not. It seems too difficult, too finicky to try to get a perfect seal and to not introduce air as you're bleeding. So just my 2 cents on this, guys. Thanks for watching.